Hello everyone, welcome back to Art Party Friday for the Crafty Maven Getaway. It is Caddy and I am going to be creating a fun mixed media background for my layout today. So I'm starting off with some Mists by Lindy Stamp Gang, and I'm trying to create a green color that I don't have in my Mists or watercolors or anything. So I mixed two Lindy Stamp Gang Mists. One of them is called Ponderosa Pine and the other one is My Mojito Green, and I mixed some yellow in from that watercolor set that you see there to my left, which is from Michaels. So I get the perfect green, and the green I'm trying to create is a green from a chipboard set by Basic Gray that I have had in my stash for a long time. You'll see it in a bit, but I was trying to create the green from that so that I could kind of have everything coordinate and have my background coordinate with my embellishments. So I am also using this purple. This is Plum Tuckered Out from Shimmers. It's a pretty purple violet type of color. So I add a little bit of that in the background, not too much purple, but I do add just little tiny hints of the purple. And then I use this orange from Lindy Stamp Gang. This is called Red Hot Poker Orange. So I'm going to use that as well. And some of these mists are shimmery, some are not. So, you know, it really doesn't matter to me. This orange one is shimmery, for example. So it does add a nice touch of shimmer to the page. So it's a nice addition. So then I do some splatters as well in the same colors, in the orange. And I think I'm going to do some splatters in the purple as well. Yeah. So I do some splatters with the purple as well. And I do also add splatters with black India ink. So that's something else that I do as well. But for now, just have the same colors from the background. And I'm just kind of dabbing everything with a paper towel so that I could continue working and it's not all wet and I don't make a big mess. So there's my black India ink, and I'm going to do some splatters in that. And I love my black India ink. It's my favorite thing to use for splatters. So I just did a few of those in a few areas on the page. So this is going to come together very, very quickly. Once I had my background kind of how I liked it, it just came together pretty quickly. It's a simple layout. It's nothing complicated. I'm adding some more of the purple. Again, that's Plum Tuckered Out from Shimmers. And then I take this Studio Calico paper pad, which the colors were perfect. So I pull out a gray piece of paper, an orange one, and a green one, and it's the perfect color to coordinate with this background. I did not plan that. I actually just pulled it out and it just matched. So then I wanted to add some gray to my background. So I take some gray from that watercolor, that pan set that I have there, and I'm just kind of shading in areas where there's no color. So that's all I'm doing, just adding some watercolor to that. And some areas I do lighter, some I do darker, just to add some more interest to that background. So I love playing around with watercolors. It's always fun, especially when creating a fun background like this one. So that's what I'm doing there. And I kind of have kind of like a backwards L, I guess, or like even maybe like a diagonal design. I don't know. It's just I didn't want it on one side of the page. I didn't want it on, you know, going down the center. I wanted my mixed media to kind of have this shape, and then the area in the center there is kind of where my picture is going to sit. So I'm cutting down this orange paper and this gray one. The orange one, I think that's the last piece of orange that I have. So I'm going to use it very, very, in a very intelligent way, just so that I don't waste it, and so that it peeks out on both sides. So I just cut two strips, and I'm going to add it to either side of my picture. And you'll see that in a few. So there I go, adding one piece. I'm going to take off that green piece from back there, and I'll just do a whole green mat, but because I have a whole sheet of 6x6 of that green, so I'm just adding the orange, as you can see, to the sides, just trimming it down so that it just looks like it's a whole piece that's behind the photo, and then I'm going to mat it all on this green. And then this gray I take and I add, I make like a little fishtail banner, and I do it on both sides, but I end up just leaving one of them. And I'm actually going to, and I should have just left both. I don't know why I didn't, but I don't know. It was bothering me. I'm actually going to add a piece of black cardstock to the back of that little gray banner, and I will do that off camera. just because I wanted it to stand out a little bit more. So you will see it in the still shots that I did add gray to that. So I originally thought I was going to use this Boo from the chipboard pack. This is from that basic gray chipboard pack that I was telling you guys about, and there it is. And I'm just picking out a few pieces here, and I don't end up using the Boo. I knew I wanted to use that tree. I love that tree. That's one of my favorite pieces on that chipboard pack, and I've kind of been hoarding it. So I wanted to use the tree. So I was going to make the tree work. However, you know, whatever it took, I was going to make the tree work. So I do make the tree work. And I took some of those round pieces, and I am going to use a few of those as well. I'm glad to be using up this chipboard because I've had this for a long time. This is an older basic gray chipboard pack, and I've had this forever, and that's the only thing I have from it. I don't have anything else from whatever collection that was. I use this chipboard frame as well, and I'm just going to use that there up top on the top left side of my photo, and that's just going to add some interest up there. Just getting my picture straight, and thought about using a doily, but I'm not going to use that. I pull out these stickers from, these are from Crate Paper from last year's Halloween collection. I think it was After Dark. And I was thinking of using that Halloween, and then I take out the bats, which I am going to use, but I don't use that Halloween. I love that Halloween, but I didn't use it on here. Thought about using the Boo again, but Boo, it's not going to work. So the Boo does not make it on this layout. None of the Boos make it on this layout. Thought about sticking it on that piece there from the chipboard pack, but that doesn't work. So I go back to my tree, and then I just place my bats around my tree. And I really liked that tree there. I love that tree. And you can kind of see the whole background behind it, so that's kind of cool. It looks like it's kind of, you know, leaves on it, or you know, I don't know. I just like the way it looked there. So I pulled out these basic gray letter stickers, and they're black, and they are circular. They're from the basic gray B-side collection from the sticker sheet, the letter sticker sheet. So I spelled out Halloween, and then I was looking for a 2016. I do put some cork ones down, but I actually won't use those cork ones. I'm going to pull out some thickers numbers that I have that are white glitter, and I'm going to paint them with my India ink as well. So you'll see that in the still shots as well. After that, I am going to add just a couple of little tiny word stickers from Tim Holtz, which I'm going to add one above the photo and one underneath the 2016. I'm writing out the word ninja here with these October afternoon like scripty font letters, but I'm going to actually take those off, and I'm going to use the block ones, which are right underneath, which are from October afternoon as well. And I'm going to write ninja on my photo because I have a little smear of paint on my photo that I want to cover up. So I'm going to very strategically place that ninja word over that little boo-boo. So yeah, and then I'll add another little tiny, or another little word sticker, which is from a Teresa Collins sticker sheet, which says memories on the bottom. And that is going to be it. So I hope you guys have enjoyed this. It was quick and simple. If you have any questions or comments, please do leave them below. I hope you guys did enjoy this, and I hope you found it useful or helpful. So take care, and I will see you guys next time. Bye!